all you can do is all you can do. This is a lesson that I took from football, and it happened at a certain moment. So I'm going to explain a story about why all you can do is all you can do, and why the champions, the people who are the best, the people who hit their goals, okay, they actually aren't worried about the outcome because of the way they do their inputs, the way they live their life, the inputs that they have into every area of their life. This is why they're champions. All right, and it's a lesson that I took from football, so I'm going to explain this story. And I took this lesson because I had given so much to football. I'd given so much. I'd worked so hard, whether it was growing up, in middle school, in high school. I had all the trainers, and I did all the routes and all the things that I tried so hard. And my freshman year, we had won the state championship. And my sophomore year, we had lost in the semifinals. My junior year, we lost in the semifinals. And going into my senior year, for 3 years, I had failed. And I had done everything. I had done all the trainers, the coaches. I had done all the workouts. I had tried so hard. I watched the film. I had my teammates working out, being the leader, just trying to be my best. And it ended with a loss my senior year in the semifinals. And there was a moment that I had in which I had put so much effort into this one thing, football. This one thing, for 4 years, no, longer than that, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, all leading up to this one moment in which what I wanted most was a championship, and it was taken away from me, and I had done everything, all the film, there was nothing left I could do, genuinely. Like, there was just no more juice to squeeze. And there was a moment I had when we lost, and everybody was crying, and everybody was sad, and everybody was looking around saying, this is the last time I'll ever wear, we were in the Maroon Knights, the last time I'll ever wear the Maroon Knights jersey. And for some reason, I wasn't sad. Like the year before I was upset, but this year I was dude, there was nothing more, we lost. I couldn't have done more. And there was a moment I had where I came out, we were leaving, I had my handle, my helmet. You usually pull it up through your shoulder pads, your football shoulder pads, and you pull your helmet up through, and that's how you carry your stuff, because it's just it all works well. And I was carrying my helmet, my shoulder pads, and I had my bag, and I was walking away from the stadium. And this is, rural West Virginia, and there's, it's about 7 p.m., the sun's kind of on its way down. It's cold because it's November, December. I can see my breath coming out, and there's the rolling hills of West Virginia in a dirt high school football field with the lights still on, and there's people leaving the stands, there's trash. And I look over this dirt field that we had just played on, and I lost. I played my last high school football game with the team I had given my everything to, and I looked over the field, and I remember I just set my stuff down. And I looked over the field, and I just had this moment for about 30 seconds. I just looked at I was just they're you ready to go? My parents were you ready to go? And I paused, I said, yeah, just give me a minute. And I just sat there, and I looked over the field. Looked at the lights. You could see the moonlight and the lights, and they had the beam, and I could see the beam of the lights coming down, and I could see my breath enter through the lights, and I saw the field and where we had just played, and we were one game away from the state championship, and I would have had a state championship for the first time in 4 years, and I could have had 4 rings, but instead I only had 1 4 years ago, and I was taken away from me. But I wasn't upset, and it was because I was there's nothing more I could have done. I gave my everything, right? When you ask people like Kobe Bryant or Tom Brady, it's they want to win, but they're not bitter about loss. They're not bitter about failure, because they truly give their all. And I think this is something that I've taken away from football. When you give all you can give, the outcome is you want to win. But if you've done all you can do, the only solution is just keep trying to get better. Just keep doing all you can do. And when you truly give your all to something and you're I've tried, there is no anger, there's no resentment in the loss. Most people get mad about the fact that they're not getting results because deep down, they know. They know they're not doing the right things, right? When it comes to my field now, fitness coaching, people will complain and they'll point the finger and they'll say, oh, it's this, it's that, it just doesn't work for me, doesn't this, and I have this, and I have that. And they get angry at the fact, oh, it's not fair because this and that, and he's cheating. But they know deep down, they're cheating themselves. They're not doing the things they need to do. If they looked at everything they ate for the last week, you would know. You couldn't say with certainty, you should be hitting your goals. How many days did you hit the gym this week? Did you take your supplements? Well, are you even taking supplements? How many days did you drink? Go out, right? This is why people get bitter about defeat. If you do all you can do and you truly are committed to being healthy and making the lifestyle change and making the effort, I'm going to get there, I'm going to do everything I can do, a lot of times, obviously, you're going to get the results with the weight. It's math, right? It's math, right? With football, there's lots of things that can go into play, right? Your teammates, injuries, like there's lots of variables. But with fitness, there's a couple variables. It's calories. It's very, very simple variables. And when you genuinely are just trying as hard as you can to just be healthy, you don't get upset if the results aren't perfect exactly where you want, because you understand and you know deep down in your heart, you're not cheating yourself. And I think that's one of the traits of the people who come through my program and are so successful, is they're committed to doing all they can do. They're not committed to trying to do a little bit and looking for a reason why it can't work for them just so they can be right. I don't want to be right. I want to be at my goals. The people who get through my program, they don't want to be right. They don't want to prove that, oh, it can't work for me. No, any coach can't get me in shape. It's just I'm so special. They don't act like that. They don't think like that. They think, I will get in shape no matter what. I'm going to get in shape. But I just know having a coach and a program is just going to make me more likely that I get to this thing that I know I'm going to be committed to getting to. Though the ones who succeed, they were determined to succeed, and they've just chosen my program as their vehicle to help them get to that destination. And that's the thing about the champions. The champions are the champions regardless. And they just are committed to that excellence. And that's why they get help. They get professionals. They get people who have been there and done it, because they understand they want to skip the pain of doing it themselves. They're going to get there, but they just know they're going to be faster, more efficient, more streamlined doing it with a professional. And this is why business owners, smart business owners, they get an accountant. They don't try to do their taxes themselves. You break your arm, you could probably try to do surgery yourself, or you could go to the surgeon, the professional. And this is why my program is so effective for the busy men, for the people who are driven to get in shape in my program. So if you're ready to do all you can do and genuinely commit to being your best, and you're ready to make that change, click the link below and let's get rocking and rolling. Let's get in the best shape of your life. Let's go.